and good morning. It is bright, and it's just after 7, I think, maybe like 7:15, 7:20. It's already really bright, and it's already getting hot, so I am going to turn around and start heading back already. But I wanted to do my usual morning walk video for the channel this week, and I couldn't be happier with how pretty it is today. These gorgeous striated clouds, and this really noisy truck coming here. I'm going to have to cut it out because, oh, it's loud. Okay, there we go. It's fizzling off into the distance now. Anyway, like I was saying, it's already getting bright and muggy, so I'm going to turn around and head back. But the good news is, that means I can raise the blast shield, so I don't have to have my big, heavy blast goggles in front of my face while I talk. I hope that all of you had a good 4th of July weekend, whether you celebrate anything or not. I did some family visitation. Didn't do anything wild or crazy. Shot a little guns. Shot a few fireworks off with some friends and family. Just little ones. Didn't do much. Talked to a few people for the block party where I live. My husband's house, it's in a little rural community. I'm not going to name it. But every year they have little events for things like 4th of July and spring and stuff like that. And there was a block party of a few hundred people. And we sat out on our porch and just chatted with people that were walking past to go to that. We don't like to attend because we're not big social people, but we do like being friendly to people that live around us. So we got to talk to some people. There was a nice family, you know, regular white Christians like always, who moved into a house when the other family moved out that lives not too far from us across the street. And so they were real pleasant. They were, I think they had 3 kids, maybe 4, but, you know, just working class, good white people, and it was nice to meet them. They seemed nice. They seemed like they fit in the area, so that was good. And so we got to do that on 4th of July. And basically that's it. I just had a good week off. I got to relax, talk to family and friends that I love. And I didn't bring up anything political. I didn't point out anything on... we didn't really watch TV, so there was no commercials to point out stuff on, but I just tried to focus on enjoying life with them. And I let go the things that I used to care about, trying to influence them or make them realize things. And I didn't bring up any of that at all, not the whole week, not with anybody. And my life was better for it. So maybe many of you, this came to you easily, but for me, I sort of have been on a crusade for the last 10 years to try to make people realize that we're being lied to and that things are bad and that things are getting worse and we should all do something about it. And I have come to the realization that I've talked about many times on this channel in the last couple of years, that most people can't and most people won't ever be like us. They're not going to engage in this existential war. They're not going to do it. And I think they can't do it. And so, you know, those are the things I've started realizing in the last couple years. And so, for the first time this year, at this particular little family get-together and seeing people over Friday and Saturday, I just tried to be the most normal, down-to-earth person that I could be for them. And it worked. I had a good time. They responded well to me. I felt more like they enjoyed my company than they have in many, many years. And that kind of hurts, you know. I feel like that, what was the point of this journey I've been on if I really didn't change anything around my personal life? I changed me. I did public stuff. I helped network, but the folks in my life, young and old, they're the same as if I never witnessed to them at all about white well-being or told them about the lies of the government and the media. I don't know if I planted seeds with them and it made any difference or not. I don't know. I'm just going to have to let that go. And so I did. And I had a really good time with my loved ones the last few days. It was a good time. And so the point of this is just to let you guys know. Maybe it's easier for you because you're not retarded like me to realize that you can't fix people and you can't change them even if you believe they have to. You just can't, and I don't think you should care about it. I think you should probably just let it go and do things that are productive and positive for them instead of trying to get them to change their outlook or opinion on things, I guess is the right way to say that. So I'm healthier now, like you guys know that follow me. I eat healthy, I exercise regularly, I have great weight, I have good physical fitness, and mentally and emotionally I'm getting healthier than I was too, because I've let this war go. I've stopped feeling like everything rests on my shoulders and my actions. That drove me for a long time, thinking that I have to do something about this because no one else will. Well, that's just not true. I've met hundreds of people in person and thousands of people online that are doing stuff about this. Artists, politicians, radio hosts, people that have YouTube channels, people that just want to network and make things better for whatever it is they care about, whether it's a religious focus or just family, community focused. I've met a lot of great people that are doing great things to make the future better for our people at large. So I need to let go feeling like it's my responsibility to fight until I'm dead. I have to let that go so I can have a life. Maybe that comes easier to others. It doesn't come easy to me. That was a hard-learned lesson I had to learn. And so I've been talking to my friends again, the few long-term personal friends I have on the internet. There's like 4 of you. I've been talking to all of you lately about how the new direction that I'm taking and how I'm wanting to be healthier. And again, it feels good to sort of let all this go and realize that I don't have to constantly every day take on this mantle of the warrior and fight this stuff futilely every day. And I know it's not completely futile, but it is for having a personal life and personal fulfillment. I don't get anything out of it, personally. So, what I'm saying is I had a good time with my friends and loved ones over the 4th of July weekend. I let go of things. I didn't care. I didn't argue with anybody about their language usage or how they had things wrong about the media narrative. I just let it all go. And it felt good. And so maybe that lesson you need to hear. Just maybe, I don't know. But it's an important lesson if you do need to hear it. You should care, but you should also be realistic about what you can do and what you should do. And I think for most of us, we're just not cut out to be movement leaders or presidents or revolutionary warriors. I know I'm not. I'm not. You're probably not either. And if one day we actually do need to have revolution, well, I'm going to be too old. You'll probably be too old too to fight or to do anything that matters. You can care, you can fund. That's probably what I would do in that situation now that I'm older. And so, having a life worth living, investing in cousins and nieces and nephews and family and friends who also have kids, and being a positive influence to them, planting little seeds of truth to hopefully help them when they inevitably have to face the ugly perversions of this world. I do what I can. And that has to be enough. Because I'm getting old. I don't want to be an angry malcontent till my dying days. I want to have some measure of peace and pleasure and fulfillment that stems from having fun and engaging family and friend relationships. And so that's what I've been working on to cultivate. And it's going well. And I just have to let a lot of stuff go that I used to passionately, fervently believe in. That's all culture war, race survival stuff. I gotta let it go. Because I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm saying it consumes me. Maybe some people aren't like me, and you can carry that banner with you all the time and still be okay. I can't do that. I have a radical, extreme mind. And if I take on that mantle, I don't want to put it on. I don't want to take it off. And I basically wore it for like 7 years. And it really wore me out. So, again, maybe you guys already know this, and maybe I'm just the retard here, but I feel like I'm better than I was, and I'm getting healthier. And the positive time I had with my family over the weekend showed me that. So I'm happy about that. Speaking of being happy, it is a beautiful vista here today. You can see all the little pretty clover flowers. And then, of course, the gorgeous clouds. And that home that they just started building last year really came together. I still haven't got to talk to them yet. They're never out when I'm over here. Maybe I'll get to talk to them one day. I saw them from afar once and was friendly to them, but I haven't really got to learn who they are yet. Maybe I will one day. But anyway, it's already muggy and miserable, so I'm going to head home. And I guess we'll wrap it up here. Just stay positive and do your best not to let this war consume you. And very, very importantly, don't make the mistakes I made. Don't become a zealot for this war and alienate the few people in your life that you're naturally connected to or that love you or that you have friends, like real friends. You have to nurture that and keep that alive. Because even if your friends are normies, even if, you know, they just don't care to engage about this political stuff, so they don't know what's actually going on, just let it go and deal with it. Just deal with it. Because if you only want to surround yourself with unhinged radicals, like I did for so long, you end up alone or just surrounded by radicalized, spiteful, angry people. And I started moving away from them many years ago. So that's not something that plagues me now, but I'm just sharing the wisdom of my failures with you. So hopefully you make better choices and teach your children to make better choices. So we'll end up there. I will be back Thursday night for Empire of Lies with Chris, unless something comes up to cancel that. We'll be back Thursday evening, 6 p.m. And of course, next Monday night, more Discordant Dragons. Have a lovely week, everybody. God bless.